Well, this year it's been an interesting one. I've been working with Brett Hawke for almost a year now, and he's really one of the coaches that I've always wanted to work with, just in terms of the way he prepares these athletes, both physically and mentally. And this tournament, this competition was really about learning how to race again. And I spoke to somebody earlier on, they're like, oh, but you don't forget how to race. You kind of do. You don't lose that competitive drive, that competitive nature, which is why I'm here and what helped me get to top four. But it really is about learning how to race again. I really took off for a couple of years and sort of found myself and had to really find my love for the sport again, and really did. And coming in today and yesterday, it's just about knocking it off, learning how to get up and race again, feeling that excitement, feeling those nerves, getting in there and putting myself into a position to race again. And I definitely could tell tonight, getting in there, a little bit of spinning the wheels, not really feeling my catch as much as I would have liked to. So, am I disappointed? No. Am I dissatisfied? No. If you told me 6 months ago I'd be here in Monaco again, racing, finishing top four in the 50 butterfly and swimming the best time in 4 odd years in the 50-meter freestyle last night, I'd take that any day of the week. So it really is just about getting in here and racing Cannes, racing Barcelona, going to Sericoli and racing again. And the goal for me is to make the Olympic team next year. I was incredibly disappointed in 2016, and to have been there with George Pavel as a coach consultant for Trinidad and Tobago, and seeing how much I really missed out and how much I didn't give myself the opportunity to enjoy all of that as a swimmer. I really want to take advantage of that next year and go in and really enjoy my Olympics experience for the first time really in my career. Working with Brett's definitely, it's exciting for me because we're dealing with all facets. I think as a kid, you look at the physical components, but as I've gotten older, I'm 38, and you see a guy like Nicolas Santos, 39 years of age, we start prioritizing things, our recovery, our mental well-being, our physical preparation, all of that comes together. So it really is about learning to do what nobody else has done before. And we live in a day and age in a society where everybody's, like when you're 12 years old, you look at an 18-year-old and you're like, oh man, they're so old. And when you're 30, you look at a 60-year-old and they're so old. Gary Player is almost 90 years of age, and he's physically more able than most people I've ever seen in my life. So I believe age is just merely a number. Nicolas Santos is proving it. I'd like to prove it. Derek Torres proved it at 41. She won a silver at in Beijing. So we're learning how to do things that nobody else has ever done before. So we're having to try new things. We're having to learn as we go along. So that's kind of the exciting thing. I sort of looked at the 100 freestyle like that in 2004. Nobody else was taking it out fast. I was like, well, you got to take it out 22.4, 22.6, because if you want to come back, or if you want to go 47 low, if you want to go 46, that's the way you're going to have to swim 100 freestyle. And then all of a sudden the world starts catching up. So I'm not saying the world is lagging behind, but I'm saying we've got greater, loftier goals than most people have their eyes set on. And I just want to do it and be a trendsetter, like Nicolas Santos and Anthony Irvin and the rest of the crew. It's a summer of racing, moving from here to Cannes, then to Barcelona, then to Sericoli, ideally going and doing all the World Cup stops. It really is about the summer and the year of racing. We just want to race over and over and over again. Just like I said earlier, it's about learning how to race again. It's easy to get into a pool and work out and train day in and day out, but when it comes to racing day in and day out, you need to start learning, finding your feet again, getting reacquainted with your technique, the nerves, the excitement, the lactic acid, the pre-race jitters. It really is about feeling all of that again.